he's ever seen in his life has been me and Manny Pacquiao.
Really?
Yeah. I won't disclose what took place, but it's been great.
You saying you knocked out Manny Pacquiao?
I don't know what that means.
You know, but he's still young. He's strong. He's a big boy. Pacquiao is 46, man. It's tough, man.
You know, kind of, you know, in the most respectful way, like make him regret, you know, coming out of retirement, you know, to face me.
The boxing world has been shaken by recent reports surrounding Manny Pacquiao's sparring session ahead of his upcoming fight with Mario Barrios. While his sparring partner confirmed they trained together, he refused to reveal any specifics about what took place. When pressed on whether he had knocked Pacquiao out, he simply laughed, offering no clear answer. This vague and cryptic response has fueled intense speculation about Pacquiao's current form and raised fresh doubts about whether the legendary fighter is truly ready for the challenge that lies ahead.
You're a big deal. And didn't you spar Manny Pacquiao around that time?
Yeah.
How was Manny Pacquiao in the ring?
Oh man, we worked so much. We worked so much together. Freddie Roach, I can quote him. He said that the best fights, sparring he's ever seen in his life has been me and Manny Pacquiao.
Really?
Yeah. I won't disclose what took place, but it's been great.
You saying you knocked out Manny Pacquiao?
I don't know what that means. I have amnesia.
Veteran trainer Robert Garcia has openly expressed serious concerns about Manny Pacquiao's comeback, stressing that at 46 years old, the odds are overwhelmingly against him. Garcia called the decision to return to the ring a risky move, highlighting the intense physical demands of modern boxing and the dangers that come with competing at such an advanced age. While he acknowledged Pacquiao's legendary achievements, far beyond what most fighters could ever dream of, Garcia reminded fans that time is undefeated. He emphasized that the noticeable gap in age, speed, reflexes, and endurance between Pacquiao and today's top-tier opponents could prove costly. In high-stakes bouts like this, he warned, even the smallest decline in physical sharpness can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Do you think Pacquiao wins this fight?
Man, look, Pacquiao's is a legend. He's a legend. He's you know, man, everybody, myself, you know, Mexicans, you know, people love him because he's just such a great person. He helps a lot. Everything he does is to help people out, and I know of so many stories of people that he's helped, things that he's done in his country. So you can't help not like him and not wish him well. But I got 36. It's too hard.
46, yeah, 46.
Oh, my bad. 46. Yeah. He's 4 years younger than me, man. I don't see myself even able to, you know, box for 12 rounds against a young fighter. Even though Barrios might be the lighter of the welterweight division,
right?
You know, but he's still young. He's strong. He's a big boy. Pacquiao is 46, man. It's tough, man. But it's been done before, man. Foreman done it. You know, Hopkins did it. You know, Leonard came back, you know, also and did it after a long retirement. So, is it possible? Yeah. Does he have the talent to do it? Yeah. Was he one of the best fighters of all times? Yeah. So we could see him pull it off, man. But I don't see it happening.
Sports analysts have expressed caution when it comes to fully endorsing Manny Pacquiao's comeback, not out of doubt for his legendary career, but due to the realities of his current situation. While many question the wisdom of returning at this stage, they also recognize that Pacquiao's decision wasn't made on a whim. Coming out of retirement this late in his career speaks to a deep inner fire and unwavering self-belief. Analysts agree. A fighter like Pacquiao wouldn't step back into the spotlight unless he genuinely felt he could still compete at a high level. Though most stop short of making bold predictions, several admit that Pacquiao's heart, experience, and fighting spirit could still make the difference. If his conditioning holds up and he finds his rhythm early, a shocking upset is not out of the question.
Be paying attention. I know I have been these last couple of weeks, you know, watching all these old fights, looking at interviews, watching him train. It just makes you think, like, does he have one more in him? I don't know. He thinks so, and we're gonna watch him try at least.
Against Mario Barrios, he's gonna be looking for the WBC World Tour World titles. Huh?
Yeah. Barrios is a world champion in a welterweight division that is about as weak as I've ever seen it. I think probably people older than me won't ever remember. This might be the weakest welterweight division in history, you know, especially with the removal of Ennis, who's likely seen his last fight at welterweight. You know, I do believe that there are guys coming up in the pipeline that are pretty good welterweights, but they're not at the championship, or they're not getting the championship shot quite yet. But if there's a moment in time where an older fighter can jump in and maybe, you know, steal a moment or steal a belt and win a championship and do something special, it's probably right now. You know, it's Mario Barrios losing the welterweight title isn't exactly Michael Moore losing the heavyweight title to George Foreman, when Moore had just beaten Evander Holyfield. You know, it was a shock when Foreman beat him, but nonetheless, it's still an accomplishment. And you know, I think Barrios sucks. So I think
Mario Barrios hasn't held back when it comes to his thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's return. Confident and determined, Barrios stated bluntly that Pacquiao's decision to come out of retirement is a mistake, one he believes the boxing legend will soon regret. He revealed that he's been closely analyzing Pacquiao's recent training footage and adjusting his own preparation to exploit the weaknesses he's observed. Barrios pointed to signs of decline in Pacquiao's speed and conditioning, arguing that age is more than just a number. It's a real and decisive factor at the elite level. While he acknowledged Pacquiao's historic achievements with respect, he made it clear that the fighter stepping into the ring now is not the same unstoppable force from a decade ago. Barrios sees this fight as a defining opportunity to elevate his own career by decisively defeating one of boxing's all-time greats.
To get in this camp.
So yeah, then, well, I guess I'll put it this way, like, I don't think based on that then you should be surprised with anything Manny does, or is it like, well, we'll see with the first punch how, you know, how that mimics the sparring?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like the like best way, right? Because I mean, again, we have been trying to, you know, mimic or trying to get the looks that Manny brings as best as we can, but still, you know, everything it's gonna come down to fight night. You know, I'm still, you know, preparing for, you know, the best version of like Manny that I can. I'm not going in there like, you know, expecting, you know, to be like facing an old man, so yeah, you know, I'm expecting him to be fast, you know, to be moving, so yeah, I'm just expecting the best from him.
I would think because you're younger, that the later the fight goes, the more it's in your favor, right? Like, do you guys feel that?
I feel that, you know, I have confidence, you know, in the more, the longer the fight goes, right? It's I mean, it's my job to go in there and yeah, like make him feel like the old man, you know, make him feel you know, kind of, you know, in the most respectful way, like make him regret, you know, coming out of retirement, you know, to face me, you know, but make him question it, right? Like why did I come back for this?
Several analysts, including a particularly vocal panel of 11 experts, have raised serious concerns about Manny Pacquiao's physical condition ahead of his return. They point to his most recent fight, which ended without a convincing performance, as evidence that his once elite sharpness, footwork, and reflexes have significantly declined. The group collectively agrees that this upcoming bout presents a very real risk for the 46-year-old legend. Given Mario Barrios' youth, power, and relentless stamina, many believe that Pacquiao may struggle to keep up with the pace. If he's unable to absorb punishment the way he once could, a knockout isn't just a possibility, it's a strong likelihood. While some commend Manny's courage and fighting spirit, most analysts agree that stepping into the ring at this stage, especially against a much younger and active opponent, is a high-stakes gamble that could backfire.
Pacquiao's gonna get knocked out by Mario Barrios. And I get it, like, Mario Barrios is like far from a good fighter. Mario Barrios is one of the worst champions in all of boxing, but Manny Pacquiao is so old, bro. I think a lot of you guys forget Manny Pacquiao fought last year and he arguably lost to like a Muay Thai kickboxer dude. Like, this dude wasn't even a boxer. Yes, he was really big, but the dude was just not a boxer. Honestly, I think the WBC should call this fight off. I think it's not too late to kind of go back on your word and let's call this one off. This fight should not be sanctioned by anybody. This fight should not be allowed. At least Mario Barrios should be stripped of his WBC title for defending it against a 46-year-old. Is there a slim chance Manny Pacquiao is able to outmaneuver him and maybe outpoint him, punch, around him. Yeah, maybe. But realistically, it won't happen. But if he does, I think it will solidify him as the greatest boxer of all time, no questions about it. I think if he does win this fight, it would put him clearly over Ali, Ray Robinson, Ray Leonard, and Floyd Mayweather. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on how y'all feel about it.
Coach Joel Diaz shared his thoughts on the upcoming matchup with a balance of admiration and honest assessment. He praised Manny Pacquiao's legendary career and incredible list of accomplishments, but emphasized that age is a factor no fighter can escape. Diaz pointed out that Mario Barrios, being significantly younger, holds a clear advantage in terms of energy, recovery, and physical sharpness. While he acknowledged that Pacquiao was once a master of speed, timing, and angles, Diaz believes those attributes inevitably fade with time, no matter how great the fighter once was.
Yeah. Mario Barrios is younger. He's younger, he's big, he's a big boy. I mean, he still has a little bit more youth in him than Manny. You know, Manny, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mario Barrios is probably same size as Margarito.
I think so, like 5'10", 5'11".
Around there, yeah. And Manny at this age, he shouldn't be fighting. You know, I mean, in my opinion, I respect the man a lot. He gave the sport of boxing his life. He gave us great moments, great memories.
One of the biggest concerns surrounding Manny Pacquiao's return is his age and extended absence from the sport. After spending years away from professional competition, the challenge of readjusting both physically and mentally to boxing at the highest level is significant. Long layoffs impact more than just conditioning. They affect timing, reflexes, and the ability to adapt to the fast-evolving strategies of younger, more active fighters. In a sport like boxing, where split-second reactions can make or break a fight, even the slightest hesitation can prove costly. While Pacquiao's legendary status remains unquestioned, critics argue that legacy alone can't overcome the realities of aging.
I think people are forgetting Pacquiao has a championship fight this weekend against Mario Barrios. And I don't know what to really think about this one. So, I took a screenshot of this and circled it. Pacquiao's 46 years old. See, status inactive. And, I don't know. I don't know how, one, they gave this guy a license to have this fight. I get Manny Pacquiao, who he used to be, and how truly good he really was. Not that guy anymore. Going against a guy who's young and Mario Barrios and talented. And then if you look at Pacquiao's resume going into this fight. So obviously you have his loss in 2015 to Mayweather. And we'll just go up. I mean, look, he beat Bronner in 2019. That win didn't age too well, but it's a very good win. Beats Keith Thurman, beat Barrios. And he loses to Ugas in UD, who, by the way, gets cooked by Barrios 2 years later. Pacquiao, at this point, will have had a 4-year layoff going into this fight, or a 3-year and 11-month layoff, if you look at that. Going into a championship fight against a guy who's young and decently talented. Is it a winnable fight? Yes, it is. Manny Pacquiao's 46 years old. He's an old man. I doubt he will get the job done. Don't be surprised if he does, though. Don't be surprised. I hope he does. I mean, who doesn't like Manny Pacquiao? But we'll see. But what do we think? Should Pacquiao even have a license to be boxing this week?
Analyst Sean Zittel is convinced that this bout will symbolize the end of an era. He predicts a dominant win for Mario Barrios, one that will likely lead Manny Pacquiao to officially retire from the sport for good. In Zittel's view, the outcome won't just be a defeat. It will serve as a clear passing of the torch to the next generation. While he respects Pacquiao's courage in taking on such a challenging opponent, Zittel believes that Barrios' youth, drive, and consistent activity inside the ring give him a decisive advantage.
The jab is what can neutralize Pacquiao. It's what helped Ugas neutralize Manny in between those bursts that you know are coming. So we'll see. My first thought of this fight was Sugar Ray Leonard when he came back against Hector Camacho. I think we get Barrios winning, and I think Manny announces an emotional retirement in the ring in a beautiful moment after the fight. He's one of those guys that needs to lose against an ordinary type of fighter like Barrios to truly know it's over, because without a shadow of a doubt, 10 years ago, he would have handled Barrios with ease, and that's not a diss to Barrios. So you gotta lose to a Joe Smith. You gotta lose to a Mario Barrios. Manny is one of the fighters that won't stop until you make him stop. So Saturday night, I think Mario Barrios finally makes him stop.
There's no question that Manny Pacquiao is taking a major risk by stepping back into the ring. This fight isn't just about winning or losing. It's about preserving a legacy that took decades to build. At 46 and after a long period of inactivity, the physical dangers are more real than ever. Experts warn that the kind of damage a fighter absorbs at this stage in his career could have lasting consequences. Former opponent Chris Algieri offered a sobering perspective, noting that early round performance will be critical. If Pacquiao struggles to find his timing or balance, the fight could quickly slip beyond his control. Algieri emphasized that against a younger, sharper, and highly motivated Mario Barrios, a slow start could snowball into a devastating defeat. In his view, this could be one of the toughest and most punishing nights of Pacquiao's storied career.
This is going to be a bad night for Manny. One of the things that I really thought made Manny special, and what I noticed in the ring too, was his first step. It was so damn fast. Fastest hands I ever fought in a ring was Amir Khan. Fastest first step was Manny Pacquiao. His ability to pull the trigger early on, pop that straight left hand right down the middle. If I see him go out there, pop that straight left hand on the heavy-footed Mario Barrios and bangs him, cracks him with her left hand early, I'm like, okay, we got to fight. If I see him falling out of position, being off balance, getting square, and getting countered early on, I'm gonna know right away this is gonna be a bad night.
Despite rising concerns, some boxing analysts remain optimistic about Manny Pacquiao's return. They argue that his unparalleled experience as an 8-division world champion gives him a unique edge that youth alone can't overcome. According to these supporters, while Mario Barrios may have youth and activity on his side, he lacks the deep ring IQ, tactical awareness, and adaptability that Pacquiao has developed over a legendary career. They highlight Manny's long history of defying expectations and believe this bout could be yet another remarkable chapter in his legacy of proving doubters wrong.
Manny Pacquiao returns to the ring against a young fighter, champion WBC, Mario Barrios. How do you see that fight playing out?
Barrios is a tall guy, and he's a tough guy. You know, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because Pacquiao is champion, the holder of the records of 8 divisions, and he knows how to fight, he knows how to win, so you always got to give it that opportunity for him to show up. And now whoever shows up in that ring, whether it's a desire to win or just try to be there, that's a question that we have to see. But I believe that he has the ability to do something to win the fight against.
There are still voices in the boxing world who believe in Pacquiao's magic. They argue that a fighter of his caliber should never be underestimated regardless of age. At 46, Pacquiao's entire career has been built on defying the odds, and supporters believe this could be yet another moment where he proves the world wrong. They emphasize that determination, discipline, and unwavering self-belief have carried him through countless challenges before, and might just do so again.
Manny's already, it doesn't matter anything. Manny's already a winner, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, he's just to step in and to keep challenging himself at his age. I mean, that's he's already won. So it doesn't matter what the outcome is.
July 19th, we've got Manny Pacquiao getting back to the ring at the age of 46 against a young, hungry champion, Mario Barrios.
Doesn't matter, knockout. You know, nothing against the other guy, by the way. Shout out to you. You probably have a great future ahead of you after this fight. But I'm predicting maybe a 7th round knockout. It's gonna be a little brutal. Head's gonna be on the ground. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely betting on it. So we'll see.
I think it's nothing Manny can't handle. I think if Manny fights Manny's fight, I think he beats him. And I think, and this is where I say it might be shock the world, I think he could unify the title. I really do. I still think he's got the ability at 46 to do something that will shock the world. I believe that.
At a certain age, even as great as Ray is, he's not the Ray Leonard who became the world champion, one of the greatest fighters in history. So age takes a toll. I mean, Manny actually walked in when I was working out in the ring. And I said, you know, let me tell you something. Age really has nothing to do with this. And I'm 82, so, you know, I think you train hard, you're working hard, you've got the skills, but, you know, let's be realistic. It's a split-second sport, right? That's
You nearly hit me.
Nearly. That's why I said nearly.
So you still good.
Love you.
Shane Mosley, another respected boxing veteran, shared a more optimistic outlook after observing Manny Pacquiao's training camp. He noted that Pacquiao appeared intensely focused and physically well-conditioned, showing flashes of his old form. According to Mosley, if Manny can bring that same energy, sharpness, and determination into the ring on fight night, he has the potential to exceed expectations and deliver a performance that surprises many.
Is what Shane Mosley thinks about Manny Pacquiao's upcoming
I'm
fight.
telling you what I feel right now. I think that he's going to do really, really good, and I think that it's a really strong possibility that he wins the world title. He gets up every morning, he does his run, he works very hard. I'm listening to what he's doing and his mentality. Or I talked to him the other day. I was like, he sounds exactly like me. My mentality, he has my mentality. Like we have the same. We're like walking the same type of thing. You know, he's 46, I'm 53, but it's like we're almost the same. I don't really know Barrios like that, so I can't really speak about it. That's why I'm like hesitant. But see what I see with Manny, man, I think that it's a very strong possibility.
Alex Ariza, who has previously worked with Manny Pacquiao, offered a more critical take on the legendary fighter's current preparations. He pointed out that Manny's training routine appears largely unchanged from what he did during his prime years, which could be a major issue. Ariza emphasized that the methods that worked in Pacquiao's 20s may not be effective now that he's in his 40s.
So, a few more days, the Pacquiao, Barrios. And of course, I'm here with Alex. Who better knows Pacquiao than Alex? How do you see the fight going down?
I think it's a good fight. I think Manny, they picked a good opponent. The blueprint's already there. Margarito, only not as big. So Manny just has to do the same thing.
Easier said than done, but you know, a lot of, because of course I've watched a lot of analysts, experts, they're saying, yes, that's the blueprint. Can he do it at 46?
If I was privy to what he's doing, then I would say, I'd be able to say yes or no, but I'm not. Like, again, like with my teams, we have a dietitian, we have a chef, we have a recovery doctor. We know where our fighter is, and he's only 21, Manny's 46. So they should be checking his blood, finding out what his optimal levels are, what he's probably deficient in, what he's not deficient in, you know, what they have to, so they should be all on top of that.
Can you make a good assumption based on what you see on training, on videos, if he's in good condition?
I don't see anything. All I see is the same thing, to be honest. I see him doing a lot of shadow boxing. They don't show sparring, so we don't really know.
So you can't really test if his condition?
No, he's always looks good before the fight.
The aging body requires a different approach, and sticking to outdated habits may leave him vulnerable at the elite level. In Ariza's view, unless Pacquiao adjusts his strategy and adapts to his current physical capabilities, he risks being overwhelmed once the real fight starts. That's it for today's video. Stay tuned. Until next time.